Steve and Jerry Show. Podcasting, I think that's what we do from the Hobbit Hole and Bob Cajun. I think that's where we are, but no guarantees. We're going to put tinfoil around our Hobbit Hole and try to reflect some rays and keep ourselves safe from being hacked.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Lord knows the way this world's going now, eh? I mean, a couple of times a week, somebody's trying to call me on my phone. You know, you owe something or this or that.
They're listening to you. The crooks out there. Hacking has been in the news lately with a number of government, U.S. government. I haven't read about Canadian government, but public records and your personal stuff that the government has is being released and hacked. Now, is it hacked and sold? Who's behind it? Is Doge behind it? Is it a backdoor they put into all the government agencies that have your personal data? This is the U.S., but I'm worried that the extrapolation is it's Canada, it's the EU, it's everywhere. And what does Elon Musk really know?
Well, what can be manipulated?
Everything can be manipulated.
Someone can come in and give you, I'll give you $1 million if you say this person had spent 3 years in South America in a cocaine factory. I mean, look at where we're at now. I mean, if we're being beaten down to the point where you better know the person you're talking to.
Yes. So do you do any telephone? We had, I'll give you an example. We had the, I'm going to say it's the Firefighters Association, make a phone call and want a donation over the phone. Give us your credit card information. In a bygone era, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, you would have done it.
Yeah.
Now we said, give us the website, give us where you are. Can we donate at our local fire hall and make a donation to the people that we know in our community? Well, no, we'd rather have the record of it, centralized. I'm thinking I would rather give $40 to my local guy, and I don't really care if they buy a box of Tim Hortons donuts and coffees for everybody. Yeah. I support my local firefighters, and if I have to do it that way, I will. But over the phone, I don't even trust. I get a message about the bank over the phone. I don't trust that.
Yeah.
It could be something else. So where's your branch? They've been downsizing your branches in your town.
Yeah.
Where's the local branch? Do you know your
No, it's not in my town anymore.
No,
it's Beaverton.
Here we go. I'm thinking we're about to be preyed upon.
Well, we are being preyed upon, and unfortunately, want to go down a different rabbit hole, but the same. I was watching a program.
Go down a different rabbit hole, but the same?
Well, I mean, about being preyed upon. I mean, I went to No Frills with my friend Debbie, and there was a display of cheeses, ground up cheeses, that you'd put on
Oh my God, I thought you said Jesus.
No, cheeses.
A local church in the
No
Frills.
No Frills. And there was mozzarella, some other, maybe 3 or 4 different selections, and a sign saying, I don't know, $5.50, right. For that. I said, whoa, Debbie, that's a good price. So she took it, and it was like $7.50 or $9 or something like that. And she said, the sign says. So she went, and the sign, of course, in fine print was only for the mozzarella. So there was also butter there for sale for $5.50.
That's a good price.
Yeah. And there was a container of one of the silver, whatever, think of a good brand of butter.
Kawartha Dairy.
Okay, Kawartha Dairy. A big case of Kawartha Dairy. $5.50, that's great. Look over there. Fine print. No name.
Only.
The no name was over there,
Empty.
Not there. You had to go over to the container, and it wasn't, because we looked and we said, that no name's $5.50. This is,
And you poor older people with needing your reading glasses to see the fine print are being victimized.
We are.
By fine print.
We are. Number one, stale food. I bought green onions. I thought were good. I had to cut half them off 2 days later to make what I wanted to make. And there's this buy 2 for, if you buy 2 for $9.50, you can get 2 bags, or for $9, you can get 2 bags of whatever. And you go, but I don't want 2 bags. I just want 1 bag. Well, yeah, but the 1 bag costs you
$6.
$6, yeah.
So if you get 2 for $9, come on.
Well, they're now calling it Sneak-flation.
Oh my goodness.
This is what they're calling it because we have shrinkflation.
Yes.
Because now you look at a can and you go, I remember when I was a boy, like a can of soup would feed 2 or 3 people, not one. And now what they're doing is that sneak. They're putting products by something with a sign that means another product. And if you're not paying attention, you just click out. My friend Debbie clicked out and said, that's it. I ain't coming back. Mm-hmm. I've about had it with this place. And so they're going to lose her business by trying to sucker her out of something.
I hope it's not just your friend. I'm hoping everyone is paying attention to these tactics.
Yeah.
And it's bad for seniors. It's bad for families who are in a rush to get through the shopping market and who don't check the fine print. Just grab the stuff you need and get the heck out of that food store. And then you find out, what's my bill? What happened?
Well, yeah. And I was mentioning to the same person, I said, I'm finding my money really isn't going as far now. I'm finding every month now, I'm just waiting for that next amount of money to come in.
Yes.
Where I had a bit of breathing room. What's going on? And it's all shrinkflation. You think you're buying this, you're wondering why it only goes so far. You buy these radishes and you throw them out. No sense in paying cheap amount of money if it's not going to last you. No sense in doing that. So now you got sneak inflation, you got shrink inflation, you got inflation, and then you got some prices that are just ridiculous. For what? That?
Now, those other things that you call shrinkflation and sneakflation is all a form of what I'm going to label as corporate greed.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will start by examining our own Galen Weston and the bread conspiracy to fix the price of bread. And if that doesn't speak of let them eat cake, Marie Antoinette, French Revolution, I don't know what the parallels are that you need to see to understand that we are in a battle. I'm not sure that I'm going to throw capitalism out with the baby with the bathwater, but there's something broken when corporate Canada, corporate America, corporate the world is screwing the pooch and treating us as if we are stupid, as if we need reading glasses, as if we'll just pull a fast one on these people. No one will notice. And if they notice, who cares? They can't take us to court. Well, Galen Weston was taken to court, and they were fined for price fixing, for bread, one of the basic necessities of life for families.
But there's no real punishment.
No, there is not.
They get
what, a couple of $1 million fine?
Yeah.
Well, even Fox was fined $789 million, almost $1 billion, and there's still propaganda.
Yeah, they'll just what they do with the bread. They'll just shrink it.
They'll go back to your notion of the word repentance and say there's no corporate repentance. They just continue on. So they got caught and they pay a fine. Who cares? The fine doesn't stop. The repentance does not stop. Just because you're convicted, you're not repentant. You just keep going and you pay the fines because it's cheaper than going back and adjusting your prices to make it reasonable for people. So capitalism.
So we have that. We're having it in everything, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. People will rip you off.
If they can.
If they can. And I don't know. I don't know how some people sleep at night. I just don't. You know, I ripped off a lady accidentally 30 years ago. And I still think of that to this day.
Isn't that something?
That I ripped her off. I didn't mean to.
No, but
I was praised. Pat on the back. Wow, you got that much money? Because it went to the company. It didn't go to me. You got that much money. It's never left me. I mean, I've forgiven myself.
Yes.
It was I didn't mean to.
But the memory of it.
But the memory of it, that lady probably having to answer to her grandchildren, or why on earth you spent that kind of money, you know? And what can I tell you? I don't know how people sleep when they go, let's have a board meeting and find out how we can put the screws to. I worked for another company. He said, I want you to find 25 cents in every company for every item. Why? Just wants his numbers to look good when he goes before the board.
Wow.
So they all got charges for nothing. And if you see a lot of the products that you buy, one of the best companies I worked for was finding out screw-ups in hydro. I liked that company because I could say to them, you're paying for this, 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 and this, and you're not getting that service. Some companies are paying for wastewater taken away when they don't put the product in the wastewater, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always a corporate guy that just marks it up because I want to look like I've done good for the company. Ooh. And so there's charges, push charges, for all kinds of different charges for natural gas and stuff.
Look at all this jargon that you're throwing out. Push charges, markups. Where the heck did markup and push prices come from?
There's charges.
When we talk about fair wages, fair pricing, those things, that's a biblical principle against usury.
Yes.
We got to get back to that.
Turn over the tables, Terry.
Turn over the
tables.
All right, Jim and Terry Show signing off. Bye-bye for now.
Carry this load no more. I don't want to carry this load. Though the sweat of my brow and the toil of my hand has got me so far into this promised land.